along on one of our favorite activities that we have not been able to do since we became a military family again. We used to can our fresh produce out of our family garden on a regular basis, and we have not brought out our canning material in a very, very long time. I'd say it's about 3 years since we've canned. So today we are going to bring you along on our canning journey to make homemade salsa. It's actually a salsa that Adam smokes on the grill. We bought a ton of Roma tomatoes today. We bought garlic, onions, a whole bunch of stuff to make this salsa, and share with you how to can this salsa in your own home if this is something that you've been wanting to do yourselves. So let's get going. One of the first things we're gonna do is clean all of the tomatoes that we purchased today at the store. I have a vegetable cleaner in there with the water. It's a cold tap water that I am soaking the tomatoes in, so I'll let them soak a little bit longer, rinse them off, and then we'll be good to go to chop them up for the smoker. When you are preparing to can, my suggestion is to be sure that you have enough ingredients to make a good amount of whatever you're making. So in our case, we're making salsa. We bought a ton of tomatoes because we want to make this time well worth it. We want to come out of today with so many jars of salsa that we don't feel like we have to do this again for at least another 6 months. The next thing we're gonna do is put all of our cans into the dishwasher, and we're gonna go ahead and clean them really good before we start putting all of our salsa inside of them. While the mason jars are in the dishwasher cleaning, we are still cleaning all of our produce. We have all of the tomatoes here. This is only about a quarter of what we have. And all of our jalapeno peppers are here in the sink, rinsing off because we do have the cleaning solution here. Now we are going to be cleaning our onions next, and then like I said, we still have more tomatoes that we're working through. Adam is over here getting the garlic prepared for the grill, so he's cutting it up and then placing it in a foil. Don't mind our dog, she's down there chasing shadows. And he's also cutting up the tomatoes that are already cleaned and the onions that are already cleaned. And these are gonna go on the grill very, very soon. Vegetables have been on the grill for about an hour and a half, and Adam is slowly taking off some of them, and then he'll put brand new vegetables on there to smoke for a little bit longer. In the kitchen, we are still working on cleaning a lot of the tomatoes that we're going to be cooking throughout the day, because this is going to be a process for us. Probably going to be a very late night, actually, so good thing we have tomorrow off. Jane and I are here in the kitchen preparing some of the sweet potatoes for our dog, since we do make homemade dog food for our dog Bella. And so I am here peeling the sweet potatoes, and then we're chopping it up in little cubes. And then Jane is over here at the food saver getting the bags all ready. So let me show you what that looks like. So she's there sealing the bags. I'm gonna chop up more sweet potatoes to put into the bags, and then we're gonna go ahead and seal them. So when she's done sealing them, this is what it's gonna look like. So this is gonna be one batch in the crock pot for the dog food, and then this is gonna make life so much easier, because this is the most time-consuming thing when it comes to preparing our dog's food. And then here you can see the other vegetables that Adam's gonna start putting on the grill. So we've got more tomatoes, onion, and jalapenos there, and then some garlics right here in the aluminum foil. But we're well on our way, guys, and pretty soon we'll be getting these into the mason jars, which are almost done in the dishwasher, and then we'll be working on the canning process. vegetables off the smoker, and he still has more on there and more to put on. He's able to start the blending process. So now he's taking what he has already smoked, he's putting it in the Vitamix blender, and he's chopping it down, and he's just pulsing it so he doesn't chop it down too much. After that, he's gonna put all of that into a pot. He has to make sure he has a big enough pot to do this. So he's gonna put it all into a pot, simmer it on the stove to get it nice and hot. And the reason you're doing that is for the purpose of canning. He has this huge pot. Let me show you guys. Yeah, it's not too hot yet. So he has this huge pot here, and this is gonna be used for canning. He has a wire rack that he's gonna use to put the jars on top of, so I'll show you guys that very soon. And that will be used for canning and sealing and all that fun stuff. So I'll show you guys what that looks like very soon. Now you can see some of the salsa in here simmering. Adam is filling up the mason jars with water and then putting it in this pot to warm up the jars. Now the reason he's warming up the jars is because you do not want to put the hot salsa into a room temperature jar. You want it to be at the same temperature so it doesn't crack. Adam is ready to start the canning process. He has the cans in here boiling, and he's starting to bring out the empty cans, empty the water in the sink, and then what he does is he brings it back to this area, puts the salsa into the can, leaves a little bit of space at the top. He doesn't fill it up all the way to the very top. And then what you see him doing right now is he's putting the lids on, which we're warming in a little glass jar. You want them to be a little bit warm. He's putting the ring on right now, hand tightening it. He just put it back into the water. He's gonna keep it in the water for about 15 minutes to boil and seal. So he's taking out another jar. He's gonna dump it out into the sink. But these are gonna stay in here for 15 minutes and boil and seal. And then once the 15 minutes is up, you're gonna put it on a towel on the counter, leave it there for 24 hours. And what you're gonna start to hear over time is pop, pop, pop. And that means that these jars are sealed. So you could see him getting ready. He's gonna take a funnel.
Use a towel, the jars are hot.
Yep, they're still very hot. Start putting the salsa into the jars. Be prepared to get your kitchen a little bit messy. And then after that, he'll go ahead and put a lid on, a ring on, hand tighten it, put it back in the water for 15 minutes. It is 8:30 at night and we're still at it, and I think we're gonna be at it for another hour and a half at least. Adam still has some veggies out on the grill, and then we're gonna bring it in, blend it, and then get it on the stove. But we were able to finish all of the chopping of the sweet potatoes, so that's all sealed and in the fridge, or actually the freezer. Have all the salad that we got today at the market in water and ready to go, and we're really getting a lot of things done today, but we are super tired. It's almost 11, guys. The kids are in bed sleeping, so we are wrapping it up. Adam is cleaning up the kitchen right now, and he has a few more boiling on the stove in the big black pot, and then you can see all of the cans here that will be popping throughout the night. We've already heard probably about 5 pop already. And guys, just to give you an idea of how many ingredients we've used during the day, we've used about 12 onions, the purple onions, 40 pounds of tomatoes, about 25 jalapenos. Yeah, about 25 jalapenos, 3 bushels of cilantro, and then pickling salt and garlic. So all of that went into bunches. Did I say bushels?
That's a lot.
Yeah. 3 bunches of cilantro. And it tastes amazing. I've tried a few of them. There's a few batches that are really, really hot, so Adam labeled them for me. So batch number 1 it was hot on the hotter side. Batch number 2 is the really, really hot batch, and then batch number 3 is just right for me. So I think we're gonna save that for me.
So it's gonna be called the 3 Little Bears salsa.
3 Little Bear salsa. But I feel at this point we're very delusional. We've been running around all day, and then we started making the salsa at about 12 o'clock, and that is how long we've been in this kitchen. And while Adam was mostly doing the salsa because he had to smoke it on the smoker, I was in here chopping up so many sweet potatoes for our dog Bella because I do make her homemade food. But we're gonna wrap this up, guys, and I want to thank you so much for tagging along with us today. Bella? No, she's over there. She's chasing shadows. Our dog likes to chase shadows a lot. And then if you hear her whimpering in our videos, it's because she's chasing a shadow. But guys, again, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it so much. And if you are coming to us for the first time, we are a military family, and we are currently living in San Antonio, Texas. We are an Air Force family. I am an Air Force veteran. My husband is currently serving, and we are very, very proud to be part of the military family. And in our channel, we take you along on all our great adventures, and we share our life with you. And my goodness, it feels like it never stops. We are always exhausted, and we have so much fun sharing everything with you guys. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up to the video. It'll help us out so, so much, and we hope to see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.
Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that